You ever see blue painter's tape stretched across a picture window right over the words, Glow House by Karen Brow's Blowouts and Bylaws? Because that's the first thing I saw the morning our neighborhood drama finally broke wide open. A city inspector, cool as you please, peeling a red cease and desist sticker and slapping it on a rack of what turned out to be contraband dry shampoo bottles. And right in the middle of the chaos stood Beverly Latchford, you know, the tight pearl necklace, clipboard hair, and foils, the HOA president, who insisted everyone call her Bev. But let's be real, the whole neighborhood called her Karen behind her back. Half her hair was wrapped in tinfoil, her face frozen in horror, and for a second I thought she might just faint. Meanwhile, two clients, I'm not even kidding, scrambled out Bev's front door, still wearing those black Salon capes like they were trying to escape a haunted house. Across the cul-de-sac, I was just watering my tomato plants, taking it all in, trying not to laugh, but Bev turned on me like I'd orchestrated her downfall with nothing but a garden hose and a grudge. I gave her a shrug as if to say, "Don't look at me." The inspector guy named Marcus, by the way, waved in my direction and called out, "Thanks for the documentation, sir. Guess I should introduce myself." Name's Marcus Hale, yeah, same. Marcus, except not the inspector. I'm a systems analyst, and I value peace and quiet over just about everything. The only drama I ever wanted was the kind that happens on my laptop screen, you know? But life in Cedarbrook Meadows, where every lawn is measured down to the inch and folks will debate beige paint shades like it's high art. Well, drama comes for you whether you want it or not. See, according to Bev, I was running an illegal home business out of my spare bedroom, supposedly wrecking property values, turning the whole place into a commercial wasteland. But in reality, my so-called business empire was me tapping away on my laptop 3D printer, humming quietly in the corner, maybe knocking out a headphone hook or two for friends. That's it. No foot traffic, no noise, just the gentle whir of plastic and me minding my business. Bev, though, she ran the HOA like she was some kind of royalty. Color-coded clipboards, motivational catchphrases, compliance is a lifestyle, she'd say, waving her notes like they were scripture. And there were always committee meetings in her garage, always smelling suspiciously like coconut aerosol and chemicals. I'd get a whiff every time I walked the dog. Let me tell you, the nightmare really kicked in. The day the first letter showed up, lemon yellow stationery, unapproved, home occupation in bold, followed by wild claims about customer traffic and retail deliveries. I read it, realized she was basically accusing me of crimes because Amazon delivers to my house. I mean, who doesn't get Amazon packages? So I replied, calm and polite, quoted the HOA bylaws. Telework was allowed as long as there was no foot traffic and no disruption. Case closed, right? Not with Bev. Next week, I get a new citation for excessive packaging presents. I caught her on her phone measuring my Amazon boxes with a ruler, like she was prepping for a federal trial. Then came the flyers, big scary text, protect property value, shut down illegal shops, over a shadowy silhouette that honestly was a dead ringer for my house. On trash day, she's literally digging through my bins, inspecting for commercial waste. One night I see her in my yard taking pictures of my blinds. Next morning there's an email. Lights on after 9 p.m. indicate commerce. I nearly spit out my coffee. It reached peak insanity when she accused me of running a car repair business because my brother came by on Saturday to change his brake pads. That was the last straw. I sent Bev a formal cease and desist for harassment. She fires back by posting on Nextdoor that I've lawyered up to hide my criminal enterprise. You can't make this stuff up. But then, plot twist, Bev goes and files an official complaint with the city, says I'm running an unlicensed home salon. Yeah, you read that right. Only problem. She messed up the paperwork, listed my street number, but her own street name. When the city code guy called to schedule an inspection, I laughed. But then he read back the address and, well, curiosity got the better of me. So what do? I start walking my dog during her committee meetings. Sure enough, her garage door's open, and inside it's like a Pinterest fever dream, fairy lights, shampoo bowl rigged with a garden hose, duct tape everywhere, a pile of towels, ring lights, a letterboard with a Venmo QR code, Glow House by Karen. Before and after photos on the wall shelves of pro hair color. She was running a full cash-only hair studio out of her garage, and every Thursday you'd see cars packed around the cul-de-sac moms heading in for blowouts while their kids played outside. I started documenting dates, times, license plates, even snapped a pic of the Venmo sign. Meanwhile, my little 3D printer. It made exactly 3 headphone hooks that week. My commercial empire was really bringing the neighborhood to its knees, huh? So I pulled together a packet screenshots from her Instagram pictures of the garage salon in full swing, the HOA bylaws Bev kept quoting at me, zoning maps, you name it. Highlighted the city's home occupation rules, circled every section she was breaking, emailed the lot to code compliance, and CC'd the entire HOA board. 10 minutes later, Bev's pounding on my door, shaking with rage. "You're retaliating," she screams. "I just pointed to the rules. You filed a false complaint about me. I filed a true one about you. That's not retaliation. That's accountability." She hissed something about defamation, but I couldn't help myself, said, "The truth is the best conditioner, Bev." Inspection day rolls around, and I gotta say it felt like Christmas. First the city, then the health department. Bev tries to block the garage with a folding table, the inspector's not having it. He asks for a cosmetology license, business license, permits for the plumbing. Bev, dead serious, pulls out a laminated HOA badge with a gold star she must have put on herself. The inspector looks like he just bit a lemon. Then he starts reading out the violations: unpermitted plumbing, improper gray water disposal, unlicensed cosmetology, retail sales in a residential zone, unauthorized signage, you name it. He goes to test the shampoo bowl, turns the water on the garden hose, pops off, sprays Bev with lukewarm soapy water. She's drenched head to toe in what I can only call Salon soup. The inspector slaps the red cease and desist on her garage while her clients are texting, "Are my highlights still happening?" The inspector just says, "They're done," and hands her a stack of citations so thick it could prop open a barn door. That night, the HOA board calls an emergency session. Turns out the treasurer found Bev used HOA funds for sanitation supplies, which were really just her salon products. You could see the blood drain from his face as he tallied it up. In a heartbeat, Bev was voted out as president, barred from any committee, fined $8,000 by the city, and the state board started sniffing around for unlicensed practice. And the kicker, the HOA's insurance said nope on covering her Glow House bills, so everyone was about to get hit with a special assessment until the board lawyer found a bylaw letting the HOA recover the money from any officer acting outside their authority. Bev had to write a personal check for $12,000. No reimbursement, no negotiation, just cold hard cash. When the dust settled and Bev stumbled out with a box of her stuff from the HOA office, face the color of a tomato, tears running down her cheeks, hands shaking so hard she dropped her keys twice, well, even I felt a little bad for her. But you know what? Some folks only learn the hard way. Now here's what I want to know. Does neighborhood justice ever go too far? Or did Bev get exactly what she deserved? Was I right to expose her? Or does this make me a Karen too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your wildest HOA story, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more real-life drama, because in Cedarbrook Meadows, you never know whose blowout is going to spark the next firestorm.